how I got into running in the first place. 17 years ago, I'm 8 years old in 3rd grade. That is where it all begins for me. My parents said that I was crazy as a kid. One time I stacked a bunch of chairs together and jumped into our sink. So I was a little bit crazy. I wasn't fully there. I always went to parks so my dad could basically have me run back and forth as fast as possible to get all that energy out of the way. So actually my 3rd grade teacher, I think, noticed that I just had this wild, crazy energy. But I also was struggling in school at the time. I couldn't read that well. I think I had a lisp. So she had a meeting with my mom and said that I was very much like Forrest Gump, and that one day it would be awesome if I could become a lawnmower. But you know what? My 3rd grade teacher actually fueled me, because if I could run like Forrest Gump, I could potentially win the class race, the Turkey Trot. This is basically the biggest race in the world for children in Wilton, Connecticut, that happens in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade at our school. This thing was a big deal. The whole school cared about it, and the race was all 3rd graders race against all other 3rd graders. So you basically get to see who's the fastest kid in your class. In 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, being the fastest kid in the class was sick. You literally were a god amongst peasants. Everyone in 3rd grade cared so much about who was the fastest kid that, like, if you were the fastest in your grade, I'm talking perks like line leader. I'm talking straight A's because the teacher just thinks you're so cool. I mean, literally, guys, I could have committed a felony in elementary. Oh, definitely can't be putting that in there. Basically, you were cool if you were fast. So I wanted to be cool because I was not smart. I should also mention this race is like an 800-meter race where you kind of run around like a soccer field or baseball field or something like that, and then you end on the track. It was about 800 meters, but it felt like about a 10K for us back in the day. Boom, guys, the gun goes off and 300 3rd grade kids go sprinting out of the gates like we're going to Chuck E. Cheese's. Yes, obviously there were about like 80% of the kids who didn't actually care about the race and didn't actually try that hard. So they were walking or jogging or talking with their social groups. But there was a good 20 to 30% of the people who were really trying hard. The gym class hero try hard people. That was me back in 3rd grade. So I'm looking around and there's like 30, 40 kids around me through the first 200 meters of this race. And then it slowly starts to string out. And I found myself in about 5th place halfway through. And, you know, this is where I started to feel good. I felt like my endurance, my natural endurance started to kick in. So I started picking kids off one by one by one. I'm feeling better and better. I'm passing kids. They're crying. I think the kids are going the wrong way. The whole thing was a mess. But I get myself into the lead and we get onto the track. And there's about 200 meters to go now. And parents are cheering for me. I feel like Usain Bolt. I'm amazing. And all of a sudden this kid Sean Diedrich, he whizzes by me and I'm like,
bitch, I'm not gonna lose. I'm fucking winning this race.
I give it one final burst of crazy energy. It's maybe 100 meters to go now and I'm just booking it right behind this kid, and he's looking back. He knows I'm there, and you know there's 10 steps left and he's still in front of me and it looks like it's going to be impossible to win this thing. And then bang, finally at the very last second, I dive across the line and boom, we tie. We tied for first place out of everyone in the grade. Very controversial. It had never happened before. I don't think it ever happened again. I think we broke the 3rd grade Turkey Trot record for time. Honestly, who literally knows who won between the two of us? I think they basically just didn't want to say who actually won because 3rd grade kids both want to win the race and they're just going to let them both win. It was very controversial though. A lot of people were talking about it in school. We were the hot topic of the time. So it was pretty sick, honestly, to be honest. It was probably the peak of my life. I didn't even know that my dad was a runner, but I found out after that race, he ran at the University of Michigan. And then from there, after 3rd grade, he kind of started coaching me a little bit, but I joined a team called the Wilton Running Club. You can always watch the Sub 4 story to kind of see the more broad story of my life. So 3rd grade, I tie the kid Sean Diedrich in the Turkey Trot. From there, I was absolutely hooked on running.
From that day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running.
The big 4th grade race was very intense. This one I was incredibly nervous for. I had so many butterflies in my stomach. I don't think I slept the night before the race because I was so nervous, but the gun goes off this time, and I think it was just Sean Diedrich and I going at it for a while, but then I kind of started to pull away in the end, and then I got the dub in 4th grade. So I was able to cement myself as the king of elementary school. And then finally in 5th grade, it wasn't even a question at this point. I had already started training. I was like complete try hard mode, and I was able to win pretty easily in 5th grade. So I got that sweep. So I won 3 turkey trots in a row. You hear me, everyone? When I was in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, I won the school turkey trot. So I am officially cool. Yeah. So hopefully I've overachieved what my 2nd or 3rd grade teacher told my mom, but you know what, 3rd grade teacher? I ended up going to Georgetown. I got a master's degree, so you can oh, I really can't use that. Guys, I just want to let you know that I will be running another turkey trot this year for Thanksgiving. Hopefully this year I can win, as I won way back in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. Last year I came in 2nd place there, so hopefully we can improve upon that and become a winner, become a king, as I am the king of Loot Lake. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. If I can sweep that thing, I'll bring home a nice turkey for my family. We'll have a great Thanksgiving dinner, baby. Woo! We have plenty of indoor races coming up, plenty of outdoor races coming up. I'm still training hard right now. I'm just not posting my workout videos as much, but I have a really, really sick video coming out in probably a week from now. So get ready for that one, and then get ready for the turkey trot.